to do, there's nothing to say. This love sweet like tooth decay. I spent it on that godforsaken Monday. I took a brekkie at home and do what my mama say. I'm sitting alone, sipping a latte. Heartache every single time I wake up. The girl got me shaker. Friend wound her waist up on me. Now I found there's nothing to say. Why does she cry? 'Cause these social sites, this bliss is crystallized like dolomite. I need a place to sing. My aura stinks, and if you realize I have a girl, she's the best. She used to get the train from Southwest, but when she hit Clapham, it happened that I wasn't in ends. As friends, we tend to lend funds, but she knows it's not just girls that want to have fun. That's why does she cry? 'Cause these social sites, this split is really nice, but I need a light, I need a place to sing. My aura stinks, and if you realize there's nothing to do. It was a slimy day. I lost my baby, now I'm fading away. There's nothing ruthless, I just seem to be useless, and truth gets something inside of the way. I'm sitting alone, sipping a latte, will heartache every single time I wake up. The girl got me shake, a friend wound her waist. Now I found there's nothing to say. Why does she cry? 'Cause these social sites, this bliss is crystallized like dolomite. I need a place to
Finally, man. I was so excited for it to be back. Did you start working on your model? Speed is looking better. Yeah, I think it's because um it's triplanar unwrapped. And it sort of unwraps as it plays. Which is kind of weird. Because I don't think I'm realizing the instances ever. I'm really happy the one shot is like working really well now. Because it pauses on the last frame. Or it doesn't.
There I lay beside the Great Dane.
Oh, it actually does. It just can't be ping pong.
Obsessed by your mouth. You been away
Nice.
before.
Is it skipping a frame?
Seen you at all. Impressions over you. Blue like bikini hats all. Shallow pain, but it's not
Let's see.
deep down. Cigarettes while you're asleep.
Frame.
I've taken less care.
Actually can do that those up.
You said you was flying to Milan in about a week now. I don't mind to reignite the fire. Besides from that weed we light. If you try to ask me why, the fact that I've lied and you're tired of that. Well, I don't blame. I'll only claim to be in a state that closure was the way. She exposed
Oh, it actually doesn't. That's just the way I sculpted it, I guess.
tell you all them times and them plays, but still developing.
But I wanna double check.
Enveloped in the elephant of the room, I'm
Yeah, okay.
and I don't give up.
That's just how I
It's
sculpted it.
irrelevant. Keeping away from the fall. Barely seen you at all. You come and see me at school and you'll realize that I'm no cool.
I feel like
It's not deep down.
I also need a random value for each index.
Let's get I feel weak now. You said you was flying to the in about a yo. But I don't mind to reignite the fire. Besides from that we light. And if you try to ask me why, the fact that I've lied and you're tired of that, I don't blame. I'm only claiming in a state that closure was the way. She exposed my name and shame. Now time is in their place, but I'm still developing. Enveloped in the elephant of the room I'm already in. I don't give a fuck, it's irrelevant. Been away for the fall. Barely seen you at all. You come and see me at school and you'll realize that I'm no different girls with the same issues. Chains, pearls and tissues. Would you change if I claimed I missed you? Words I love you is misused. The struggle and this you just wanna cuddle and kiss you. Now I'm double muddled and pissed too. New dawn, new day, reflection of our time, for Pete's sake. Generations of mobile phones, even though these girls' hormones are most unknown. Implants, at 14, she was looking fresh apart from her weave. I prefer natural on girls, even when I think about it now, the gag and hurl. But not physically.
I just wanted to finish this before
Sickens me. No, I'm sure
I go to sleep.
then I'm sure that I have him. I said I'm sure that I smack him like the end of a party, everything stopped happening. Maybe your brain mutated, even though they're in the past, she been sedated, but I don't mind to reignite the fire. Besides from that weed we light, and if you try to ask me why, that I've lied and you're tired of that, I don't blame. I'm only claim to be in a state that
curtains dividing the platform from the hall were drawn, for no other reason than that Mr. Westonbury
Okay,
enjoyed
what did...
drawing
Okay,
back.
yeah.
The clock
Random
struck 8, and Mr. Westonbury, with his
index.
own inimitable air of providing the most important item of the evening's entertainment, drew them back. Miss Evesham gave a gasp of horror, for there, on the platform, was the wooden table, the altar, she supposed, and on it was Hector. Her Hector, whom she had left asleep by the fire, now spirited here by some infernal means and standing motionless, not moving a muscle or twitching a whisker, hypnotized. And behind the altar was Miss Perrott, looking more witch-like than ever, hatless, her white hair falling about her face, wearing a long black coat and leaning on a stick.
Let's see in the
Then
shader
came the culmination of the horror, for the witch
if that
hovered
works.
to the edge of the platform, looked down into the well of the hall, fixed her gimlet eye on Miss Evesham, and said in a voice that froze the blood in Miss Evesham's veins,
Hmm. I mean, actually, it could be afloat. Actually, it could stay the ID.
Don't go, 'cause I can't see you go. And if you were to go, then I would probably dig a hole
What?
underground. I'd be safe inside. I wouldn't have to see you or your other friends in town. Don't stare, 'cause I can't see you there. I know it annoys you when I act like I don't care. I do. I once did love you, but now I'm feeling opposite, like red does blue. So get out my face and leave me be. I don't love you, and you certainly don't love me. So this is all wrong. Your argument is long, and now you've overstayed your welcome. And I wish you were gone. I wish you were gone.
How is this? How is this true? Hmm.
Thoughts are burning as I shall confess. I'm so sick of lying in my single bed. Since young been consumed, doomed by this heartfelt stress. Man on a high, my mind is ever possessed. These thoughts are obtuse to them, though I cannot lie. Been through it all this week in my I call my reflection having breakfast in this delicatessen. So alone up in the stress, and it's fairly depressing. I walk, feel the fray, full fact, it's too late. It's all in your head, it's in your face, it's in your
Something's not right. Why is my viewer not showing anything?
As the moon wanes and it rains and it pours, pathetically hanging my head to the floor. Your mind be like mine, as I mentioned before. Keeping me at
Am I
bay.
crazy?
A kiss was a gentle way of breaking my fall. And it rains and it pours. She listens when I talk.
Alright, let's open a different version of Blender.
Swept up on shores. I felt like I'm Billy Withers with that green apple core. Congratulations, and there's the applause. So forever feel the fray. The full fight, it's too late. It's all in your head and it's in your face. It's in your eyes, that's just life. So forever by myself, I'll be moving stealth, and it's for a better course. Unless the motion drags me underwater. By myself, I'll be moving stealth, and it's for a better
Okay.
course. Motion drags me underwater. By and large, my guitar will help.
Hey, it works.
From the stream of you and me is where I wanna go.
Why doesn't it work in the shader? Okay, let's see.
Thought of a smile just don't make sense. Caught in a wild
Do I store
goose
it
chase with fair.
after I instance?
None of them live up in the end, except my old friends, I guess.
No good? What's no good?
Evident, I guess. I have no life here, but I
What's
feel
good?
I'm empty when
What's
I
not
go
good?
outside.
Instance.
Oh,
And
late
instance. Alright, there we go.
on my iPhone all the time. This is just, yeah.
And then we can plug that into here.
She said that she'd be home by 3.
Nice.
Now it's 3:46, and I don't know where she is. Said I don't know where she could be for the life of me, but I swear I'd kill just to chill in her.
Alright, let's test everything out again.
Right with me. She's plaguing me. She's oh so
Just to make sure I'm not missing anything.
still so nice to me. This is just
Let's revert back everything back to normal at 100 frames.
I feel it empty when I go outside. Oh, first I thought you were sinful. Now I realize
Okay,
simple.
repeat. Does it work?
Feeling you, let's fill it to the brim full. We'll make this thing pop like a pimple. But it's more like a social thing.
Okay, it works.
Girl, it's
Ping
your
pong
eyes I'm falling in. I felt
works.
this couple times, it's torturing.
Reverse. Works.
My girl, and I'm your
One shot
I can't
and
imagine
repeat.
how, and I can't imagine why we
That
break
works.
up. Love you
Ping pong
without
should stop on Suzanne when it's done.
there ain't no offer that I wouldn't take her. Started 'cause you were simply mine.
Reverse is probably gonna get me confused,
Started to fight.
but it makes sense.
Bursts of stress. Then he blazed
Alright, match timing.
now I'm so tired.
This I need to test carefully.
I need some sleep. I'm getting back on my feet, but I'ma keep it primitive. 'Cause
Also, what happened to the texture moving?
strain keeps it neat.
Why is it not moving? Oh,
My girl,
okay.
and I'm your guy. Can't imagine how, and I can't imagine why we break up. Love you without makeup, without you, girl. There ain't no offer that I wouldn't.
This can be a float.
Without you, girl, there ain't no offer that
I don't need a vector to say how much to change position per frame for the texture. And let's say Oh, good, man. Oh, good, man. I should call this vector position displace disparity. That's an extras. This is for some advanced user stuff. Okay, match timing. And I'll do this 0 so it doesn't hurt me. So, let's see. Alright, on frame 26, it ends. And I'm gonna open spreadsheet. So it is 27 max index. So if I do steps at 2. Does it also end at frame 26? What if I do 3? Or that should actually end at 26. No, but close enough. 5. Alright. Works. Play probability. I'll set it to ping pong so I don't get confused. Change the seed. Shouldn't move at all, probably. What about 4? What about 3? Alright, do I have a seed where it works at 0.1 probability? Okay. So that works. Start frame 10. Okay. And if it ends at 51, and I'll set it to let animation finish, will it actually play? No. What if I set it to 52? Wait, so the difference needs to be bigger than the max index number, in theory. So it's not going to work at 70, but it will work at 77, I'm guessing. Or 78. Okay. It doesn't work 70. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't work at 77. And let's see what's the issue then. Start entering calc. Do I need to clamp this? Is that the clamp this only for a negative value? Okay, but why? Oh, it doesn't work at all. Okay, this makes it crazy.
There I lay beside the Great Dane, astray in the south, obsessed by your mouth. And you've
Only
been away for the fall. I've barely seen you at all. Impressions over you, blue like bikini atoll. Shallow pain, but it's not.
so if it's 78, why doesn't it finish? Wait, does it finish?
You said you was flying to Milan in about a week now. I don't mind to read.
Wait, I'm so confused actually.
Besides from that weed we like. If you try to ask me why, the fact that
Oh, max interpolated index. That's what I need.
to be in a state that closure was the way. She exposed my name, and now I'm supposed to tell you all them times and them places.
That should work.
I'm still developing. Enveloped in the elephant of the room, I'm already in. I don't give up. It's irrelevant.
Okay, no, it doesn't work at all. So I guess I'm wrong.
Been away for the fall. Barely seen you at all. You come and see me at school, and you realize that I'm no cool. Shadow pain, but it's not deep down. Cigarettes while you're asleep now. When I take in less care, I feel weak now. You said you was flying to in about a yo. But I don't mind to reignite the fire. Besides from that, we light. And if you try to ask me why, the fact that I've lied and you're tired of that, I don't blame, I'm only claiming. In a state that closure was the way. She exposed my name and shame.
No, wait, that is correct. Why doesn't it need a difference of the max index number?
We should get together when the day is done. Rise to the moon and set with the sun.
So yeah, I'm back for just a little bit because I want to finish this. Alright, end frame is set at 78. How does this make sense? This whole thing is wrong. $78 minus 27 is 51. So scene time is less than 51. Then it should play. But if it's greater than 51, it shouldn't play. This doesn't make any sense. It should be the other way around, but I bet it's not gonna work. Yeah. Alright, what's going on here? It's because frame is always changing, and I can't sort of... And I can't save it at the right frame. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is the frame number at frame... 78? I just don't know how this works. In most cases. Why does this work? Alright, Red. I figured out what's wrong with one shot, but I don't know how to solve it yet. So the difference between start frame and end frame needs to be greater than 27. If it's not gonna work. You see? And then it works if it's 78. 27 difference. But why that works like that, I have no idea.
Baby, get it off. You were my type, you were bright light, and I'm like a moth. This is not a game. But before we start, what's your name, girlfriend? What's your name? 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 Yeah. What is your name? What do you bring? Yeah. I think that I got what you need, and I'm willing to do anything that you please. I'm trying to get down to the root of the apple, the deepest I could.
Alright, we made 77 work, but 76 is not gonna work. What's my start frame? 50. I think it's because they become equal. But what doesn't make sense to me is why does it work as a whole? Like, why does this work?
It. Sensei, he come to progress shit. You see the vibes crept in. Right next to creps to the left. Vine shy like salad dressing. Don't care what you dressed in. We all just smile with the shine.
Is it because it's like a trigger?
You don't look impressed in any situation, cause you'd rather look cool than have fun in the occasion. Non-negotiable. Sensei quite coachable, unprovocable.
Can I just do
open to any proposition if I'm able. Trying to be a free also get locked up in a stable. No cane about an able. Like
no. I'm actually.
Ayo. All this shit for the Gaudian. That is why I was hiding. That was real love I was in. Ain't no reason to pretend. All this shit for the Gausons and feelings that I was Gaudian. Heavy on my mind, all my friends lost. They couldn't read the signs. I didn't want to talk. I tell them my location and they ain't want to walk. Truth is, since a youth kid, thought it was a phase, thought it'd be like the phrase poof. Gone, but it's still going on. Big fan of the bass 10. Polka dot knows how it goes. Had to keep it on the subwoofer. Couple butterflies wanna float. I was always like, really interested, but I bagged the brats and my boys like, bruh. This is crucial subject matter, sensitive like cooking batter. To the temperature that's rising, stepping on that ladder, tryna grab the ring to Saturn. I'm a planet by the time you hit it. Shit and chatter about to heat it will not fucking matter.
I love you like the sea. I love you like the sea. Everlasting sea, everlasting sea, everlasting sea, everlasting sea. I love you like the earth. I love you like the earth. Ever rolling earth, ever rolling earth, ever rolling earth, ever rolling earth. I love you like the sun. I love you like the sun. Ever shining sun, ever shining sun, ever shining sun, ever shining sun. I love you like the sea. I love you like the sea. Everlasting sea.
Wait, what if?
Everlasting sea. Everlasting sea. Everlasting sea. Everlasting sea. Everlasting sea. Everlasting.
What if I solve this different? Not switch. I've never seen this note before. Bitwise end. What's that? Oh, can we get a Boolean end? then switch would be here. It would be like this.
Red wine and sleeping
And
pills.
frame
You're gonna die, so you say,
equals
but you're here still.
max index
You
interpolated.
feel okay, you're just tired of the feelings you have for yourself. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Cheap sex and sad films. I
Je sens des booms et des bangs agiter mon cœur blessé. L'amour comme un boomerang me revient des jours passés à pleurer les larmes d'un
Wait, frame can't be max index interpolated. It's just not possible.
J'ai sur le bout de la langue ton prénom presque effacé, tordu comme un boomerang. Mon esprit l'a rejeté de ma mémoire car la bringue. Ton amour m'ont épuisé.
Divide.
Je sens des booms et des bangs agiter mon cœur blessé. L'amour comme un boomerang me revient des jours passés, assommé comme de dingue, comme de fous alignés. Sache que ce cœur exsangue pourrait un jour s'arrêter si, comme un boomerang, tu ne reviens pas me chercher. Peu à peu, je me déglingue, victime de ta cruauté. Je sens le boom et les bangs agiter mon cœur blessé. L'amour comme un boomerang me revient des jours passés à t'aimer comme une dingue.
It actually can be.
Pour toi, à me damner.
Wait, this might work.
Toi qui fais partie du gang de mes séducteurs passés, prends garde à ce boomerang, il pourrait te faire payer toutes ces tortures de cinglé que tu m'as fait endurer. Je sens des booms et des bangs agiter mon cœur blessé. L'amour comme un boomerang me revient des jours passés. C'est une histoire de dingue, une histoire bête à pleurer. Ma raison vacille et tangue, elle est prête à chavirer sous les coups de boomerang, des flashbacks enchaînés. Et si un jour je me flingue, c'est à toi que je le devrais. Je sens le boom et des bangs agiter mon cœur blessé. L'amour comme un boomerang me revient des jours passés à pleurer les larmes dingues d'un corps que je t'avais donné.
Wait, but that can never be true. Because of course the end trim is gonna be less than what I specified.
pretty face, perfect frame. You got it going on. Model walk with that baby talk, you know. Girl, you got me gone. too far gone, and I really should be moving along. But all I can do lately is think about you. This is just the He liked the Beach Boys, she liked the Doors. Neither of them liked seeing pictures of wars that have been fought in the last 100 years by soldiers with their faces covered in tears. And they knew what the world would do. If something happens, it'll come after you. Of all the places they could live at the time, they saw a vision of heaven in their minds.
Okay.
He wants a miracle, she wants a sign. They really want it, but might run out of time. They sat down on the couch, he started to cry. He said, I don't know if I'm ready to die. And I know all the things she said. She said, I don't really feel I'm worth it yet. Of all the places I could live out the time, I see
Why
the
is this so
beaches of
hard?
France in my
Or
mind.
is me being silly?
And they love music, they played in a band.
True when the first input is true, and the second is false.
When the music played, the people would dance. Through the venue, they were all in a trance. And they knew what music is.
It's not gonna work.
If it is special, it will open a door in your heart, and it can make you believe in a reality that we don't perceive.
Yeah. Wait. It still requires me to do the same calculation of finding the difference at the end frame. So how did I do that? How did I find the difference between frame and the interpolation number at the end frame? This is all leading to the same path of finding that number. What is that number?
When I'm around you, I can feel so many things go through my head.
And this is gonna be looping consistently, which is not helping.
I wanna be just
It's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until it reaches the number again.
but then the only thing that I can never really find is me. I hope you
All right, this should be easy.
like I wish it was mine. But then you feel my head.
Also, this should be.
You say this way looks fine. I think that there are many things that I still haven't tried. I love you. Can I be your man? 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 My grandfather left me his uniform from World War II.
Okay.
I wished one day that it would
So finding the remainder is easy. I just need to subtract the interpolation, the interpolated number to the current frame. So if animation is 20 frames long and I've played 10 frames, I need 10 more frames. Now the problem is that number is not constant. Like I can't calculate it at that exact frame. Or can I? Where's this going? Let's look up.
Come find me. Come listen while I spend my time alone while you look. Come find me. Your love has caused
Like, what's going on here?
me all my blissfulness. It's a game I play sometimes. I won't let you win. It's a game I play sometimes. It's a game I play sometimes. I won't let you win. It's a game I play sometimes. But I do love you. I do love you. Confine me. I will surrender. Follow
hard task, but simple task.
your love till this place is gone, and I know there is a purpose in me, and I'm getting better. And I just hope you'll take it easy on me. You'll take it easy. In weakness and fantasy, I'm waiting for you. Help me get over myself, and I will
And random play makes it even harder,
be true.
because I can never predict which frame it would be.
Love is the way till our final day, and I know there is a garden in me. I feel it growing, and I just hope you'll take it easy on me. You take it easy.
This should be a clever trick. Okay. Man, how is YouTube detecting this sound? Are you serious? It knows exactly which song it is? What the hell? Okay. No, it's not gonna work. Damn, I think I had a good idea. But it's not gonna work because of the random intervals. I mean, is it possible? I think I'm making shit up at this point. But is it possible to store seed time? I'll call this attribute Gargi because it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not gonna work. Yeah, Gargi will always be a 0. That doesn't work. And then Gargi add. It's just gonna be 0 all the time too. This is so annoying. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, is Gargi working? If it works... If this works... If it works, I'm gonna keep it named Gargi. Man, I hope someone's here. If someone's here, sing me praise. That's stupid that it actually worked. I'm gonna keep the name Gargi for the official release. Okay, now it should work in every scenario, even if I have end frame at 52. Yes, even at 51. Incredible. What if I get it to loop 2 times? That's insane. That actually works. It would be true. Why does the offset animation so slow? Timings? The whole thing takes less than 0.1 milliseconds. But it tanks the performance. Right, I'm deleting the displays. What? Man, Blender is broken. That's so weird. What would be the reason? I actually don't need this. I don't think that's causing a problem. Still tanks. Yeah. This is some bug then. Because the whole thing takes less than 1.1 milliseconds. How is it tanking? Wait, it's a shader issue? Is it the UV unwrap? No. Alright, let's not use the ID. Let's use this. Would that make a difference? No. What if we don't use anything? Plays perfectly. Hi. Hi, Marwa. Yeah, I'm still awake. Trying to finish this note setup. And it's so close to being done. How are you? Have you played Elden Ring? There's some mixed reviews. I'm not sure if Brendan and Sebastian are here. They were here though at some point. Ungodly amounts of night drain. Is it good? Should I make my friends buy it? Like one of my friends is really into Elden Ring. It's for the eyes part of the animation. I decided to stick with the blending normals approach because I tested it out. It's a little too much fun. Alright, I trust. I think I'll get it. Because I tested it out and it looks great. And I was like, now I just want the animation to happen as well. So I've been building this note setup. And it has like one super minor issue right now. I can show you how it works. I think it's really cool. I'll be uploading it to Discord. Soon. But when I'm done, when this issue is fixed. But the idea here is that you can take a collection and you can play it. I had a different version of this at some point. Like a very basic one. But now I wanted to like build it out, and you have like, you select your collection, you can repeat, and let me set everything to like normal values. Keep that 0. And it just like plays the animation. Sorry, I'm checking. Okay. And then you can ping pong, so it goes back and forth. Yeah, I made it to what people called Armenian Shrek. And then you can reverse it, like all the basic stuff. And then you can do a one shot, so it would only play once. And obviously seed, match timing, that's nothing to show, but there's also like steps. So you can do like a stepped animation, so very like clay. And if I do it with one shot, I didn't think it loaded in. Oh, it's ping pong. It always confuses me. What did I break? It should stop at the... It should stop at the last frame. Instead of... Alright, now we found a new issue. But also there is a play probability. So this is for like, let's say your character is blinking, right? I need to turn the one shot off. And I'll make it one step so it's faster. But it can sort of randomly play the animation at different times. And there's also start and end frame. And the cool thing that I just finished right before you came on is like, let's say I want to start at frame 20 and edit frame 67. Let's see what that looks like. You see it cuts out because the animation's not done. I built a feature that you just click on it, let animation finish, and it will actually play the whole animation before stopping, which I think is really, really cool. And I'll mute this for now. But yeah, that's kind of it. And actually, I'm not sure if there's actually an issue. I think I kind of made up the issue. I don't think it exists. Yeah, it doesn't exist. But what also is cool, like, you can use multiple points. So let's do grid, or let's do a sphere. That's more fun. And distribute points on faces. And you could do this. Whoa. And then you can offset the animation. But before I do that, let me make sure I'm not realizing the instances so it's not slow. It's kind of still slow. But you get the idea. Maybe not that many points. I actually don't know why it gets so slow. It's the offset animation that makes it slow. If they all play at the same time, it's gonna be 24 FPS. But when it's offset, and I can't figure out why that's happening. It kind of doesn't make any sense because the calculation itself is really fast. Oh, so you can offset the texture given the time step. And this could be cool for like I made like rain. You can do rain like that, and grid would work better for this. So you could do so much with this actually. It's kind of crazy. Now, well, one issue was that it's one-shotting to the wrong place. Which is really weird, actually. And also, I need to figure out why the offset in an animation makes it so slow. I feel like it could be really cool if you could have... Well, maybe it's for a different time. But like, if you could raycast, let's say you have a grid, right? And if you could raycast, and say there's a sphere. That's very, very possible. But you could move those instances of the rain depending on the proximity. That's really easy to do. Actually. But I want to figure out two things. First of all, this looks completely wrong. Like, this is not how I made the rain look. And I'm not sure what's causing the issue. Is it something here? I mean, I feel like you can, like, the cool thing about this is that you can use different objects for the animation. You could literally animate like you would a claymation. And that's what I wanted to do for the eyes. That's why I kind of made all this. You know, I think it's this. No, actually, no way. I also have an attribute that's called Gurgi. And why does the rain look so off? ID. Okay. I mean, I don't know what could be causing this. Is it something in here? Actually, that's how it should look. I'm wrong. Nothing's I'm making up problems. Except for this. This, I don't know why it's so bad. Where is this going? What if I don't use this? Would that actually make it faster? I think it actually worked. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, it didn't work. It still goes super slow. In material preview. It should work. Yeah, it definitely. I overdid it like crazy. Like, like, can you imagine like the entirety? Like, I'm even using simulation notes for this. Um, Yeah, Overcooked. But also I think I'm gonna be selling this. So that's a positive. I just maybe it's, you know, it's like it's really high poly. And maybe that's why, like, you see how high poly, because I use Dynotopo to sculpt this. I feel bad for playing instead of planning. Hey, it's fine. Man, I spent like, let me go on my Steam and look how many times I spent in Tainted Grail. Oh man, you were making me excited. I'm actually gonna text my friends today. Spent 40 hours since in like a week playing Tainted Grail. Also, now that I've played it, I don't think you should play it. You should wait. It gets like really, I think it's a really good game. It's just not finished. Like the last act, it has no content. It's like empty. It's just fields of really like PS2 graphics. I've spent the same amount playing Night Train already. We still haven't finished. We played like 2 days ago. We played Abiotic Factor. We still haven't finished it. We're so slow. What happens at that one frame? Oh, did I just accidentally add a plane? We're halfway done with Night Train already. That's what I heard. I heard it's like really short. Like you get to all the like final bosses, and it's like 6 of them, right? So you beat 3. Is it 6? Eight. So you beat 4. You know, I know my math. You beat 4. Okay, okay. Yes, you do geometry, man. Man, I'm actually like, I was always so bad at math. And I still don't know it. I feel like most of the things I do are like intuition based, sort of noting. Like when I watch people like explain how they've done things in geometry nodes, I'm like, I don't understand anything. Where should I start with geometry nodes? You should start. Okay, I'm gonna give a weird answer, but you should start whenever you feel like you need them. Whenever you're like, oh, like Blender doesn't have this functionality. So I can have some input when I'm asked question. I feel like if you're doing fine with whatever Blender has or with whatever add-ons you have, you shouldn't worry about geometry nodes. I mean, like at some point, you sort of understand that it makes some tasks easier than they would be. But I feel like a fun way to start it and like an exciting way to start it would be by doing something that you need it for. Honestly, I think it's a misconception that geometry nodes are a primary skill. I don't think a lot of people actually know geometry nodes at all. I think like 80% of Blender users don't know how to use geometry nodes. I mean, they can follow maybe a tutorial or two. But I think geometry nodes, it's really hard. That's something to like understand. Like people say Houdini's hard. Houdini is easier than geometry nodes because Houdini actually gives you access to like internal systems, right? And Blender doesn't, like very barely. You have math, and that's kind of about it. I had to play a game that looks like this, like very trippy. This is fun. This is fun to animate this way. Midnight Walk. Wait, I was going to mention this game. I just couldn't remember the name. They've done things by hand and they scanned them into the game, which I thought, it's like, well, people have done it for a while. It's just you're doing like miniatures. I think it's really cool. I think it's really exciting, and I think it's really cool that people did it do well. I've heard about this game before it came out, and those animated puppets, yeah. No, it's really cool. I was just like joking. I was just being a hater for a second. I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible that there's a market for this. You played it on release. Man, some of the screenshots are insane. I want to watch gameplay. I don't think I'd play it. Not sure how people reacted to it. And, I mean, it has 10 out of 10 on Steam. With 900 reviews. Well, it's so much work, probably. 5 hours. Okay, weird opinion. Remember the times when a 7-hour game was okay? Like when 7 to 9 hour games were like no one would say it was little. Back in like PS2/PS3 times. And now it's like I think I like short. I'm not saying that it's bad to want content. Like, I've been playing Tainted Grail for 40 hours and now I'm at the last act. And I'm like, there is no content here. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with like a 5-hour game. And I guess people agree because like the reviews are stunning for this. I think that's another problem. Like, games have become so expensive. $80 a game? Like, what the hell? But also, I kind of... It's a tough one. Yeah, people are really happy about it. This kind of makes me want to make a game so bad. So hard to complain. I mean, sometimes I watch the reviews and people are like, oh, I only got like 35 hours out of this game. It's so short. I'm like, 35 hours? Also working on one, hopefully. I really want to make a game. That's like a pipe dream. At some point, I'll get there. When I have time and I have the resources to make one. And honestly, like, I was always thinking doing Unreal. Game over a short story. Which is good, I think. I mean, it needs to have some gameplay loop, right? That kind of works for you to be able to sit through the story. I'm also like thinking of like if I do a game, I'll do a Unity game instead of Unreal. Even though like at this point I know Unreal somewhat. Wait, it's VR? Is it just VR? Wait, it was made in Unreal Engine 5. Wait, that's actually so surprising. Oh, VR based. Wait, it's made for VR, okay. Did you play on PC or PlayStation? How was performance? Because like, so far, every game that I played that used Unreal Engine 5 is like barely playable. Really? That's interesting. I mean, like Unreal 5, from the version that I was working with, it had like it had like stutters, even if there was nothing in the scene. If you just opened the file and you played it, it would have stutters. Like, it's just a stuttery ass engine. But I've been hearing that people have been getting past that like lately. Also, maybe it's because it was made for VR. Some sort of maybe that somehow affected it. But I've also heard that some games that are coming out now that use Unreal Engine 5 is are doing okay. I was playing Oblivion Remastered, and man, it's so hard to play. Just because of how stuttery it is. And I'm like, is my PC really bad? And then I played whatever, like the Tainted Grail. And my FPS was lower in Tainted Grail than in Oblivion. I mean, Oblivion wanted to be janky, but like that's different. Like Tainted Grail was also like really jank, like really jank. But and my FPS was lower in Tainted Grail, but it was so much easier for me to play because it didn't stutter every 5 seconds. And apparently it's like an issue for everyone who's been playing Oblivion Remastered. Like people saying they have like 4090s, like desktop and have stutters. But also it's Oblivion. Yes. It's true. Man, there's like this funny guy on YouTube. I don't know the name of the channel, but I love watching it. And he's like he's an interesting person, I think. He wears like polo shirts. And he just shits on all the developers, being like remember how like have you seen that? I think he popped up everywhere, or at least for me. Maybe it's because I've been like watching like Unreal Unreal tutorials. No, but it's just like very technical. Okay, it's like super technical, right? He's like, oh, the calculations for the pre-frame is like and he's sort of like, join the movement, let's stop unoptimized games. I just found it really funny. I don't think it's like he's taking it very seriously. And I mean there is a point to what he's saying, but it's also like it's not like developers' fault that it's that way. It's the industry's fault. It's like you have to rush every game you make, especially for AAA. And 10K PC to run a lazy game. I mean, it definitely has a point. I've been struggling with it lately. I mean, also I'm like on a laptop, which is not helping. And it's like annoying that I have a 3080 Ti in my laptop and I can barely run any modern games. Like I get it, but also like most of the development is just so rushed. It's like who has time to like do shit, you know? And again, it's like an industry fault. It's fucking shareholders and investors wanting their money as soon as possible. So it's like it's a double-edged sword. Okay, you convinced me that I should make a game in Unreal instead. Also, wait, wasn't Unity asking for, like, there was some shit going on with Unity as well. Man, I actually hate that. It's like Fortnite is still in beta. Yeah, there was like some backlash and shit. So maybe Unity is not also not the greatest. Um, I mean, I think there was like some like, it wasn't like clean. Oh, like we need money. Oh, weren't they asking per download of your game? So people who like did Game Pass were like really fucked, because like people just download games if they have Game Pass, and you have like 100,000 downloads without making any money, but you have to pay Unity like $1 million. Okay, so I've always been thinking puzzle horror, but now I'm thinking maybe I should make it like stop motion. My only issues with that is that I think I need to play more games like that. Just to really understand, maybe I should play the Midnight game. It always kind of bothers me that it feels like your computer is running at a bad frame rate. And I feel like there's like a balance of like how you do your stepped animations and everything else in game, so the player doesn't feel like he's lagging along. I think my first project would be something super simple, just something just to put out. Just be like an hour long, but good. Have a good story, or like a good twist, or good puzzles. Just a demo, yeah. I mean, making a game is like the hardest thing in the world, especially if you're like a solo developer. I mean, I'm not gonna be making a game solo, but if you're like a very small team. I think I made the mistake. But also I don't think. I don't think it's fixable. Like displacing is not gonna it's not gonna work at decent frame rates. What kind of game are you making, or what kind of game are you trying to make or want to make? Yeah, this is not good. I mean, I didn't expect this to be like many instances. Is it gonna define with just one? Wait, it actually does fine with one, given how many polys there are. I don't know. I think it's really cool. By Silent Hill. Interesting. I don't think I expected that. Structure wise. Okay. Slightly open world. And they added so many controls here now. Temperature. Wait, that's actually really cool. Exposure. Oh, wait, that's really cool. And the horse full face, I guess. That sounds really cool. Wait, you can't do negative lights anymore? Pooh. Good morning, Pooh. I mean, you used to, but I don't think you can do it anymore. Like, it doesn't... Like, look, if I go negative 100... Wait, it worked. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Good thing. How are you guys doing? The fighting sleep as well. Yeah, how are you, Pooh? Did you just wake up? Like, is it daytime for you? I know. I mean, cycles, right? Love cycles. Also, this texture is so good. It's like the only texture I have from Grayscale Gorilla. And it's like, it's the best clay texture I've seen out there. 6:20 a.m. You weren't joking when you said you trying to wake up early. I kind of want to change the clay color to like actual clay. Well, clay can be different. Is something like this? Maybe a little subsurf? Why does the radius always have like... Why can't it just be color? Do you know what I mean? You still haven't told me about your travels. I will tell you about my travels next time, I think. Because I think I'm gonna go to sleep fairly soon. Clear coat? I'm just messing around at this point. Why are you saying it like that? I'm doing okay, I suppose. What does it mean? That doesn't sound promising. Man, this is really cool. Is this a clickbait video? What do you mean? You're talking about my face? Alright, I want frame 32 to be last frame. Just gonna delete the rest. And then save incremental. It's looking good, no? What is this music? I want to listen to Twin Peaks more. Alright, I think I'll be uploading this to Discord. Probably tomorrow. For you guys to check out, test it out. Maybe you'll need it, maybe you won't. Free stuff. How did you make each object? I just sculpted it. Like in one collection. Pooh, I made this is so good, Pooh. Like I finished it, I think. It has everything I ever wanted. I also made an add-on, but this was a long time ago and it's not finished. That, look, it's like onion skin, kinda. You see? You have frames here. You can select the frame. and onion skins don't really work. Shape key. I don't know what shape key is. Shape key. Add-on. There's some add-ons like this. It's shape keys. For shape key add-on is for shape keys. This is different. This is like an object player. But there is a step motion add-on that's really close to this. But I don't like the way it works. It's like no shame, and I also used a very early version, and no flame, but it's really convoluted for what it does. Oh yeah, it's like that's the cool part. I just have like a bunch of objects. Like that's the coolest part about this, right? That they can be completely different objects. Like you could have a cube, and a cone, and have them play. That's what allows you to actually sculpt anything you want. And they're grouped as different layers. They're just collections. They're not layers. I'm playing by index numbers. So you can have like full transitions between objects. Massive file then. I mean, it depends. It's not as massive as you'd think. I've done some very complex and long animations using like a very similar technique. I mean, like, it depends. If you use like different textures for it, then yes. But like shape keys are not that much easier. Like, do you know what I mean? Like computationally heavy. I mean, this way you never have to think about, oh, like, you could hand animate everything pretty much. And again, you can use like, it's much better, no need to match the polygon. I don't know if you've seen this, but I did the, let me show you. I did like the what it's called, challenge. One of Punisher's challenges. And I used this. Like pretty much the exact same tool, except for it wasn't built out properly. Let me share the screen. It was for Kinetic Rush. But I did this using pretty much the exact same tools, except for the player was much simpler. So this is all like key, like hand sculpted. Quality is so bad though. And then at some frame, it just transitions into, like, I think after this frame, it's gonna be just my character. After this frame. Yeah, okay, at this point, it's my character. It's just I'm using the same shader as I used before. It was actually really fun to make. I just don't like the first frame. I think that's the worst sculpt out of like all of them. The rest of the sculpts are really... Like, he gets new hands and new arms at some point. And then he loses some. And somewhere in like... Shit, you don't see my my hand. But some go into the background. But that's kind of the stuff you can do and not think about anything pretty much. About the poly count, about deformations, you can just sculpt in your frame.